What it do, y'all, and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I am excited to bring you guys my next video on my Must Have Must Gag series. This is my series I created inspired by Samantha March's Will I Buy It series. I always have her series and the community playlist linked down below, as well as all of the Instagram pages I follow to get all of this makeup knowledge. And lastly, but certainly not least, I always have all of the items listed and linked down below. If there's an asterisk behind that link, that means it is an affiliated link. If you shop through it, I very much appreciate it. That means I get a small commission, but otherwise no big deal at all. I'm just so excited to be sitting down here filming with you guys in my new space and just filming with you guys. I mean, honestly. So I don't want to ramble on too long. There's quite a bit that I need to update you guys on my opinions with these new releases. So we're just going to jump right into it. And yeah, I'll see you guys in just a second. Hey guys, so I'm so excited to talk about this new makeup. It has been a while since I've sat down and actually looked at what is new and what is not new. I've really not allowed myself to do that at the point of me knowing that I was going to be making this move. So I'm going to scoot over and we're going to start this again, take two. So if you're wondering, I already have a primer on and I will be using a combination of Project Pan and non-Project Pan items to create my face today. As always, all of the items will be listed and linked down below that are on my face and of course discussed. I'm sure I said that in the beginning. Let's just dive on in. So the first thing I attempted to talk about earlier was the Half Magic collaboration with Maxine. And in pinning that collaboration, I found that there's another release that I want to talk about from Half Magic. So let me talk about that one. And that is their Beam Light Trap Illuminating Balm. So this is a balm type product that is supposed to give you, it's supposed to effortlessly melt into your skin and transform your complexion into a natural, real like sheen. And you can wear this with or without makeup. And yeah, there's supposed to be no tackiness or stickiness. I really like this concept. And what I would probably do for me is that darker shade would be the shade that I would actually use all over my face. And then that lighter shade would be the shade that I would use actually as a highlighter. I do love the Half Magic like glowy highlighter that I put on my cheeks, but I also know that sometimes I don't want that amount of glitter in a day, and so this might be a nice way to kind of get like a skin like or even like a glass like finish in that area with this brand. So I'm definitely interested in this particular product. And then the product that brought me over here is the Maxine collaboration, and that is a set where they have shown, there we go. It's a set where there is a lip gloss, a teal like liquid eyeshadow, it's a matte finish, and then also a dark kind of deep bronzy-ish eyeshadow. I'm not really in love with that set, but like I said, I really do want to get that light beam. And now that Half Magic is available at Ulta, I'll probably wait till they drop there. It's already late. I'm sure everybody's done reviews and I just have missed them. So I will just wait patiently. A collaboration that I actually did want when I saw it, and things just got very overwhelming on my side of things with this move, was the Lethal Air Avatar collaboration. That makeup bag, spectacular. The eyeshadow palette, beautiful. I actually do want quite a bit of this collection. And so yeah, I don't know about what is the lip, is that lip product? What is that? It's an eyeliner set. I'm not really in need of that. Let's see. The lipstick, the sponge, maybe. I just picked up 2 additional sponges because I realized I was out of all of my backup e.l.f. sponges. But I mean, these are doing actually better than I remember them doing the last time I had them. So I might not be in desperate need of a sponge. The lipsticks, I haven't seen a shade that I'm interested in. I have no idea if this is still available, but I could definitely see myself picking some things up from this collection because, yeah, I really want to give Lethal another try. I tried their single shadows and I wasn't a huge fan, and I really want to try one of their curated collections, and hopefully it'll be more up my personal alley, texture wise, consistency wise, all of that. And that makeup bag is just fierce. It's fierce. I'm sure it's sold out, but if it isn't, I will definitely pick her up. It seems like Rare has added some more things to their product range, including a gentle exfoliating body wash. And let's see if they tell you the scent. The scent notes is lemon zest, rhubarb, and pomelo. That's actually a really nice kind of summer, bright, citrusy, juicy combination. I could definitely see me trying this. I just don't need any additional body washes or anything like that. I am perfectly set. I have a lot more than I guess I kind of saw from Bath and Body Works. It's going to work now that I'm in this space. I'll have the ability to see all the stuff that I have, and I'm so appreciative of that. But yeah, this is definitely something that's like very far from a purchase right now. Maybe in a year or so. I did do a recent video going through all of the stuff that I had product wise from Bath and Body Works prior to the SAS sale. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll try to have that video linked down below as well. And that really gives you a deep dive on like how much I already have and how much I don't need. I believe I also have a video somewhere talking about what I actually picked up. So yeah, I'll try my absolute best to have all that stuff linked down below for those who are interested in seeing my collection, because it is a collection. Okay, continuing on, Chanel has come out with a summer collection in which they have two blush highlighter kind of duos. They got me last year and I'm still mad about it, so they will not be getting me this year. It's really that simple. I will not be picking these up. The shades look beautiful, but I know they're not gonna work on my skin tone, and that's fine. I have so many other collections and items that I am thoroughly interested in. It seems like honestly just being in this space has really revived my interest in my love of makeup, which I'm so happy about. There was definitely that lull where I was just kind of in the use up what you got, use up what you got. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing at all, and I'm not saying that's a way that you can't be in love with makeup, but it felt like I was no longer in love with like new makeup releases. I was just kind of going through the routine, just checking off boxes, and that's all I was doing. And now I feel like I'm actually very much interested in at least talking about the new makeup, if not even picking it up, which I'm, once again, very happy about. So yeah, not gonna pick this up, although I will say they're like cream highlighter. It looks like there is actually a shade that's dark enough for me. I doubt I'm gonna actually pick that up, but I like the fact that they're making exclusive or inclusive shades in something when it comes to that collection. Britney Spears is coming out with a new scent in her perfume. Do you know if Britney Spears actually still owns her perfume line or if somebody else owns it? I would love to know if you know. That said, I have one scent from her. Couldn't tell you which one. I know it's a fantasy, so I know it's in this line. Don't know what the scent is. I think I got it early on in my like perfume collecting. I might have run across it at like a TJ Maxx, and I was just so excited. I figured let's pick her up and see what she does. I like the scent definitely, but like it's not one that like if somebody came into my space and said I want that perfume, I would fight them for. They can have the perfume. It's not that deep. Speaking of deep, Diptyque is coming out with a summer collection, and it looks really cute. It has a French artist's illuminations or illustrations on the front, and it looks like the majority of the scent is all centered around lemongrass, which actually it sounds really harsh and it sounds like a scent that like people would not enjoy. But lemongrass actually has a really nice scent to it, depending on how it's done, of course. And so yeah, I like the concept of this. There's a Tartlette, there's a hair mist, body mist, and I'm sure like some soap. They generally come out with the soap, if not even like a body wash with these types of collections. I like it. Not something that I need though. I'm good. I'm good. But I like the aesthetic. I like the vibe. I like the sense of diptyque stuff. And maybe when I have the funds to buy diptyque level stuff, I will. But until then, I'm gonna be happy with my perfumes that I have, and you know, the level of affordability that I can provide when it comes to picking up perfumes. Gucci Flora is coming out with a new scent. They do that every year, especially during the summer, spring season. And this one is all surrounding orchids. So the top note is ozonic. Then you have the middle note of vanilla orchid, and then the base of vanilla. Cool. I'm not interested particularly in that range or that line. I find that they're just a bit too florally for me, and I can never really get past that. So yeah, I'm probably not going to be picking that up or any of their subsequent flankers as they continue to expand that range every warm season. Something that I am interested in is from e.l.f. and this is their Soft Glow. Is it a foundation? Yeah, it's a Soft Glow Satin Foundation. That sounds like my buzzwords when it comes to foundations. And yeah, I love the concept of this. I love the affordability of it. I'm sure they're duping somebody. Couldn't tell you who, but I like it. I won't lie. I like the shade range. The shade range looks decent. Could it be better? Always, but it looks like somebody can find shades everywhere. There may be some shades that you really have to, you know, mix and match or manipulate to be perfect for you, but it looks like you can at least find somewhere to start, if you will, with the shade range, which is kind of my minimum requirements when it comes to a decent shade range. So yeah, I'm really excited for this. I have a vague recollection that people have already reviewed this. This has already had its moment on YouTube. Once again, I'm pretty sure it was when I was in the throes of ending my last job, packing, and then coming down here for this job. So I don't distinctly know how people are feeling about this, but I'm feeling like I'm gonna try to do quite a bit of like drugstore bargain shopping when it comes to makeup. So definitely let me know if you're interested. There's quite a few other things drugstore wise that I am interested in. Some of those NYX blushes, that NYX bronzer I told you guys eons ago at this point that I wanted to try. There's so many things that I've wanted to try and I just haven't pulled the trigger. And so yeah, I probably will be picking up like a full face of drugstore to be doing that as a video. So definitely let me know if there's a particular item that's available at the drugstore that you really want me to showcase in that full face, because that's coming. You just got to pick up the stuff and film it, but it is definitely coming, so stay tuned. Keeping it going, Natasha Denona has showcased that she has the mini or medi, because it's the medium size of the gold collection coming out, already out. And from what I could see, wasn't really paying too much attention to the videos, as I've said now 10,000 times. It didn't look like a lot of people were really impressed by this palette. Don't get me wrong, I do enjoy pretty much all of my Natasha Denona palettes, so I'll probably pick this up eventually, but I'm not gonna buy it full price, one, and two, I know I can get this based on just points at like Beautylish or something. So that's probably the route that I'm gonna go. It looks beautiful, but I don't know if I really need it when I have like the I Need a Nude palette. I have So the bronze palette from Natasha Denona, I just don't know if it's necessary for me to also have this palette as well. And as for the highlighting palette, I'm not really begging or needing that particular product. I really like my single compacts because then I can mix and match every day, every moment, whatever. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see on that. Beauty Creations, which is not a brand I'm very familiar with. I want to say they're a drugstore online only brand, but they have come out with a collection or a product that reminisces very similar to me of a recent Tarte collection or product, and this is their Plump and Pout collection, where you have like a twist up glossy stick and then a subsequent or corresponding lip liner to it as well. You know, I think this is probably fine, and I'm sure it's a budget alternative. You can get the actual sticks for $7 and the liners for $8. I definitely think that this is a budget option. I just find that for me, the point of drugstore is picking it up in the physical brick and mortar. And to my knowledge, this brand is not sold in any brick and mortars. Maybe Ulta. I always tend to forget that Ulta has like a drugstore side, so it might be sold there. But for now, I'm probably gonna pass, although I do love the browns that I see in this picture. Unearthly Cosmetics has set up a launch that happened in June, and don't know if I can see the name of it. Hi Team, T-E-M-E. I don't know how to say that, but it's an interesting kind of grungy alternative to a summer palette. You have some neutrals, some mauves, and some warmer kind of warm tones. I like it. I like the highlighter as well. The highlighter looks like it's actually deep enough for my skin tone. I can't distinctly remember if I saw any of the YouTubers that get Unearthly NPR showcase this, but I definitely will look back. I definitely will. This could be like the one collection that actually every product works for darker skin. I find that her products tend to lean closer or better for like tan light, medium light, and so I have a difficulty. But oh, that product is a bronzer. That bronzer looks very shimmery, and it's saying each bronzer, which means it's a range of bronzers. Okay, I definitely need to look more into this particular collection. I need to find one of the YouTubers that gets this in PR, see them do the swatches, see their opinions on this bronzer, and if it really is a good bronzer or not. I'm definitely interested in this. 110%. More so the bronzers than even the eyeshadow palette, but I know there's eyeshadow palettes that I've been interested in Unearthly and I've just never pulled the trigger. So we may be doing some Unearthly purchasing very, very soon. Drunk Elephant has come out with a range of face sunscreens, and I really think this is smart. They are quite expensive, $36, but they have now colored bases to their sunscreen. I know they're trying to compete with like Elf just recently came out with that, which I will tell you, the dark skin version for the Elf like clear sunscreen, it has like the white packaging and the yellow top. Definitely threw that away. Threw it all the way in the garbage. I didn't like it. I felt like every time I tried to blend it into my skin, it left streaks, and I would have to then subsequently spray the Elf sunscreen spray on my face. That is not something that I'm about, so I just gave it to the garbage to have some fun with, because I'm not the one. I'm really, really not the one to have play like that. No ma'am. No ma'am, no Pam. I've been seeing some interesting color combinations, and I'm gonna try to recreate them with some things that I already have. I think I'm gonna do, this is my Colored Rain Vivid Pigments palette. I'm gonna do some purples merging into a yellow. We're gonna try that, but we're still gonna be doing new makeup releases. I just wanted to give you guys the vibes of today's eyeshadow look. I know it's probably not gonna work with this shirt, but just rock with me. I'll probably just change my shirt. So Danessa Myricks has come out with a concealer, and this is like in the line of her Yummy Skin range. This is like, I would say, her best range that so many people can get use out of. So it definitely makes sense that she's continuing to expand this range, and I'm so happy for her. Recently, I think on Instagram, she just celebrated reaching 1 million subscribers, and that was, I'm sure, not an easy feat for her, especially because she's a self-taught makeup artist. And I find sometimes people can, you know, look at people who don't have the schooling and the training a different type of way than others who do. But anyways, I think her makeup artistry and her knowledge speaks for itself in pretty much all of her products that she releases. So I absolutely am so happy for her, and so happy for that milestone. I hope she has millions more people follow her in the future, just to be inspired, but so that she can spread her artistry, her creativity to the world. I just went on a bit of a tangent while I was getting that purple placed. But yeah, she has that concealer. I'm pretty sure it is full coverage. Let's look at the description. Yeah, so it's medium to full coverage, plant-based serum hybrid formula that's supposed to be smooth and correct, but also cover your skin. It's supposed to give a natural soft matte finish. It's 20 shades, $30 each. I know this is available as of today. Today is July 2nd at Sephora, and I have seen a few people who get Danessa Myricks PR already start showcasing this on their respective platforms. I'll take my time and watch. I don't get a lot of use out of a lot of concealers, so I think I have like 5 concealers right now, and that will last me. Like, that will last me some time before I really need to buy a new concealer. So although I am definitely interested in trying it, there are other products from her recent releases that will probably get my money first, such as some of her primers. I get through my primers significantly quicker than, for some reason, my concealers. So not going to really rush to learn too much about this, because I don't want to potentially pick this up and add this to the hoard of what I have. I want to kind of use what I have in addition to just being informed. So I definitely want to learn about it, but I just don't need it right now, if that makes sense. Then we have Patrick Ta's highlighter duos. These have not been getting good reviews. And for me to know that, that means it's actually a quite drastic opinion on a lot of people, because I really have not been watching a lot of beauty YouTube. People have not been loving this release. They're saying that it's sticky and it just does not work, which is sad. I feel like a lot of his releases are very tailored towards him. Understandably, once again, he is a makeup artist, so you know, he's gonna bring his style, his vibes, his creativity to his releases, very similar to what I was just talking about Danessa Myricks, right? They're both gonna bring their version of makeup artistry to their products. But I just find that generally Patrick Ta's does not really reflect, or it doesn't translate the best in his products, at least not for the average consumer. So I really hope that whoever this is meant for can get it, so that it doesn't really flop, because it feels like it's about to flop, and that's sad. That is actually very sad. I don't know what happened there. It didn't happen on this side, or did it? I don't know, but that looks crazy. Looks fully crazy. I'm gonna see if I can go over it with the lighter purple and just lighten that spot. Nope, still looks crazy. I will probably just go ahead and deepen up both sides with the black. That way it will look like I did that on purpose. So right in front of me is my Danessa Myricks Groundwork palette. So that's what I'm gonna use to just deepen out both sides. So that looks like I said, I did that on purpose. Keeping it going, Too Faced has come out with quite a few additional releases. One is their Soft Matte Foundation Oil Controlling Formula, which is in just a new packaging of a formula that they used to have, of a foundation, of course. I think that this is smart. I'm sure they had to do it, or they felt they needed to do it, because people were saying that that foundation did not control oil enough. And so I'm hopeful that they're able to get the oil control that they now want with this new formulation. I will say the handful of Too Faced palettes that I have picked up, or not palettes, the handful of Too Faced foundations that I have picked up have actually been quite nice on oil controlling and just overall formula, but I also limit the formulas that I pick up, so it works out for me. I know that that original foundation was very, very popular to a lot of people, so I would love to know how it is for you guys, if you're interested in this release or not. Yeah, you see how this, it looks a lot darker than I wanted. This is supposed to be a day appropriate look, but that it hides whatever happened in that crease. So we'll just do it reflectively on both sides. Another brand I don't think I know of, Ortega. Isn't that a famous person's last name? Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm sure I am wrong. Yeah, it's like Jenna Ortega. I'm pretty sure that's the girl's name. Anyway, it looks like they're coming out with a multi-use beauty highlighter. I definitely, if it's the person I'm thinking of, she's definitely younger. And that generation isn't really focused on eyeshadow. They're more focused on skin and all of that. So it would make sense if that is what is going on here. And yeah, kudos to her if it is. I hope that it works out, if this is a new venture. If not, and this is just the first time I'm hearing about it, I hope that it's working out for her too. You know, I hope everybody gets to have the opportunities that they desire in life. I went a little low because of that black. I'll have to clean her up. Clean her up. Fenty, or Rihanna, of course, has come out with Fenty hair. I feel like this was like sneak peeked or kind of teased, and then it released very quickly compared to how they usually are. Not mad at it, just a thing that I observed. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much all she wrote. I think that this will definitely be something that people will want to try, and hopefully it works for a variety of people's hair types. I know that a lot of people didn't give Taraji's hair brand any real clout until they tried it, and they were like, oh, this actually is a nice hair formula and it actually does well for my hair. So I hope that people are a little bit more open-minded about Rihanna's hair range, because you never know, it might be the next thing, best thing since sliced bread. It just might be. And I just realized I forgot the yellow. I forgot the yellow. Gosh darn it. Let's see if I can get her where I wanted her. I think it's working out. I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted per usual once I do my eye look. Let me just get this together, and then we'll run through the rest of whatever I have pinned to talk about. Alrighty, so we are finally face done. Let's finish up these releases. Like I said, for the Fenty hair, I think that it's really nice that she's come out with a line that is hopefully, and she's enjoying with her own hair, and a variety of different hair textures can enjoy for their hair as well. ABH has come out with a blurring serum blush. Serum and blurring blushes, that whole realm, not for me. I don't prefer a serum blush. I love a nice juicy creamy blush, or a matte blush, glowy blush, any powder formulation pretty much. But when it comes to a non-powder formula, I definitely do not prefer serums, so I'm gonna skip on this. This is something that I'm very, very interested in, extremely interested, to the point where I would love to pick that up today. And this is the Cosmic Brushes Gorgeous Eyeshadow Palette Neutrals palette. I want the neutrals one, so the more warm tone one, definitely not the cool tone, just not something that I tend to get a lot of enjoyment from lately. But that warm tone looks beautiful. It's $28, so I believe currency and transition, it's about to be 30 something, and then with their shipping, which isn't cheap, it's going to be probably high 30s, low 40s. So I would love to pick that up, and yeah, hopefully I can this month. If not, definitely in the future. Blend Body Cosmetics has come out with a palette that they call Longing, and this is 24 tragically beautiful shades, and I definitely think that these are beautiful shades. These are just not the shades for me. I just don't find anything intriguing about these. These are a little bit more neutral, muted, kind of cooler toned, not perfect for me, so I am going to go ahead and skip. Rare Beauty has come out with pressed finishing powders. I think that's really, really smart of them. They have a range of complexion products. They might as well come out with some form of finishing or powdered based product. I don't get a lot of use out of these. I'm trying to get use out of the ones that I have in my collection now, so that they're no longer here. So this is not something for me, but it definitely makes sense for those who it is for and love a Rare Beauty range. YSL is coming out with a liquid blush formula. It's supposed to give you a second skin effect, highly pigmented, 12-hour wear, 6 shades. These are definitely some interesting tones and shades. To my knowledge, it's not available yet, but it's coming this month. So I'll be intrigued to see those who can kind of afford to buy whole ranges or groups of these and see what they say about their color and the formula. That one darkest shade actually does look nicely appealing, a really dark kind of terracotta-y brown. So I would love to see that on somebody of my skin tone, but until then, I'll sit here in my corner. Tarte has come out with a palette to reflect their 25 years of the Tartlette range. And in those 25 years, they have still continued to create the same palette. So I don't need this. Easy, easy skip. MAC is coming out with a new Glow Play collection. This is definitely a formula that I definitely would say do not sleep on. Really good formula. They have some beautiful shades here. I have a Glow Play, I want to say right here. Is it here? It's somewhere on my top shelf. It's actually a really good formula. It's a creamy formula. You do have to have the right brush to pick up the actual cream, but once you find that right brush, it's really, really nice, and it applies beautifully. It's pretty much like second skin. It looks fantastic. So this is definitely something I would love to check out, those shades in comparison to the shade that I already have. Maybe I will extend my collection when it comes to this formulation. YSL has come out with some new Couture mini eyeshadow clutches. I know last year a lot of people really got into this formulation and a lot of YouTubers were showcasing it. I will say they have quite the neutral backing, and you know, maybe if I'm truly, truly weak and these are truly, truly on sale, maybe I'll pick up one. But is it something that I'm gonna run for? Absolutely not. A collection that I already pulled the trigger on is the Odens Eye Solmon collection. Now I did that because they tend to always sell out. Honestly, Cosmic Brushes does too. I checked yesterday, Cosmic Brushes was still in stock, and this released today, so I didn't want to kind of give it too much time. But yeah, I did go ahead and pick up a sampling of items here, and I'm really excited. I'm just excited again. So this is definitely something I'm going to be reviewing for you guys. I hope you're excited. And yeah, definitely let me know what you want to see from me. Would you like to see a multiple eyeshadow tutorial, like review on the eyeshadow palette and then the respective cheek products that I picked up as well? What would you like to see from me when it comes to this release? Prada has come out with a new variant of their Paradoxy virtual flower de parfum. And yeah, I think that this is great. I know I smelled a handful of these. I think when I was still working in retail, it was just one that they released, but they have released a new one subsequently each year, and it smelled nice, but it wasn't something that I could afford at the time, nor was I going to run to kind of purchase for no reason, if that makes sense. So definitely something that I would love to kind of smell, see how it goes, but for now I'm good. Givenchy is coming out with some new shades in their pressed powder, but also their balm formulations. From what I've seen, those balms really are truly clear. And you know, I don't hear a lot of raving reviews about the actual formula. People just really loved the aesthetic of the packaging and the swirl on the outside, so I'm gonna skip on that. Something I am interested to see some reviews on is this Hourglass Unreal Liquid Blush. It looks really intriguing, and what I will say is Hourglass has some very sophisticated formulas, and so I think this could work for Hourglass. Now, will I want it? Probably not, but I would just love to see it on skin tones. I would love to see people try it, especially people of my skin tone, but also people of my skin type. So we'll see. There's not really a shade in here that I am running to get. Maybe Imagine, that looks like the most kind of up my alley shade naturally, but I'm good. I'll probably just watch the reviews and never pick it up. Valentino has come out with an extra matte lipstick, and it has spikes on the outside. It looks cute, nice shade, but not a shade that I really will gravitate to, so no need for me to pick it up. Salt Air has come out with some lip oil balms. This is really the kind of it thing when it comes to a lip product. People are releasing lip balms. If you did not know, I actually recently got sent, see if I can find them. Before I moved to North Carolina, I got sent the whole range from Odens, and a lot of people have been really enjoying that short, at least specifically on Instagram. I gave my mom, I think, 3 shades, and I only kept 2 for me, mainly because I have so many lip balms and she doesn't, so I wanted to make sure she had a good collection of lip balms. I will be reviewing these more thoroughly on my channel. I just need a little bit more time to test them out, and I have a basket full of things to review, so hopefully by the end of this month I'll have at least one review video up so that you guys can see how I feel about some items that I've been sitting on for quite some time. I am disappointed in this particular product. Seal has come out with a Bronze and Perfect SPF concentrate, and there are only 2 shades, and it's just disappointing. It's so disappointing. One of my favorite foundations from last year was the Seal SPF, and then I see this and it's disappointing. There's no other way to say that. So clearly I will not be picking this up. It does not work for me at all, and I'm gonna move forward. Another product that I'm actually surprised is still available, I was perusing around and potentially interested to pick this up, is Rhode. So Rhode has come out with some pocket blushes and subsequently lip treatments to basically match the ones that don't have a combination. I'm really interested in this product. I haven't seen any reviews on it though, so I don't know if people haven't received it or a lot of people aren't picking it up. I don't really know, but I'm definitely interested. I'll probably pick up a shade or 2. Yeah, I'm just very, very excited to try that out. Nomad came out with a new palette for their summer collection, and this was, I think, the Florida was the theme for this palette. Am I right? Yeah, the Florida Keys. So that was the theme for this palette. And you know, I like certain shades of this. don't think that this palette is for me. And it's unfortunate because quite a few of their latest palettes have just not been perfect for me, but they aren't, so I'm not gonna force it. What's Up Beauty has came out with a lipstick range, and I talked about the coming soon, but I never talked about the actual collection. That's why I'm doubling back so far for this one. And the lipsticks look like beautiful, beautiful neutrals. I'd probably pick up one or two. I've been slowly enjoying What's Up Beauty, and so I would love to kind of have a little bit of everything that they have to offer. So definitely see myself picking up one of these. Am I gonna do that now? Probably not. I'm probably gonna wait till they have an eyeshadow palette or something that I wanna pick up as well, but I definitely wanna pick up one of those lipsticks. Another lip balm that is coming out, it's actually considered a lip treatment this time, and this is from Marine Skincare. I don't think I've tried this. I don't think I've heard very many people talk about this brand, but this is their S'mores lip tint, and it's $20. Very interested. I would love to just have this to smell it. I'm not gonna lie. Are you interested? Do you want me to add this to my collection? I could definitely do an updated kind of lip balm, lip oil, lip treatment video, because I feel so many people are like actually getting into those more actively now. And yeah, there's been so much that I had to kind of go back and talk about. And I think what I take away from today's video, and hopefully you guys take away, is there's so much revived energy right now when it comes to filming, buying makeup, playing with makeup, creating with what I see. This color combination was a combination that I saw just watching a YouTuber review an eyeshadow palette that I was interested in, and she was talking about this color combination, and I figured let's try it. So not only do I want to try new eyeshadow palettes and new eyeshadow palette formulas, I also just want to continue to play with what I have, enjoy the formulas that I've been enjoying. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I can't wait to talk to you guys in the future about more makeup, and yeah, I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye guys.